How's it going, YouTube? DM Tombstone Belts back here again with a brand new video. And I may sound like I'm a little bit more quiet because it's actually midnight around here. Sorry guys, but I just got done watching night 1 of WrestleMania, and it was indeed spectacular for what happened. And before I continue on with how it is, if you haven't watched it, spoiler alert, I would recommend turning off the video now, or at least skip it to the end, because I don't want to, ruin the matches. But I'll give you a second to stop the video and possibly go on to Peacock and watch WrestleMania. For those that are still here, here it goes with the kickoff of WrestleMania being John Cena versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship. Obviously, I did say I don't think Cena was going to win because obviously having him win the title would be no point because he's not a full-time wrestler and he'll barely defend it. So, but I would think he would at least, there was maybe a possibility he would have won, especially how Theory acted in that match, because he was doing all the dirty stuff like biting him. He was actually biting his ear, biting his hand. He was basically going Mike Tyson on his ass. And then when John Cena was actually going to go for the AA, Theory actually kicked the ref down, and which then Cena put Theory into the STF, and he started to tap him. But since the ref wasn't up, Cena would have won the match, but he didn't. To which Cena tried to get back to Theory. Theory hits him with a low blow, gives him the A-Town down. 1, 2, 3. Theory wins. So I was right about that. The next match, I believe, was, I gotta remember the matches, guys. Sorry if I don't put them in correct orders. Don't judge me. I believe the next one was the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. We have the Street Profits, the Viking Raiders, Ricochet and Braun Strowman, and of course the Alpha Academy. And straight up, it was straight up bombardment of big guys attacking each other, literally slamming. Strowman giving everyone the tackle till Dawkins came in and stopped him. In the end, the winner was the Street Profits. And I think I said I was wanting Ricochet and Strowman to win, but my second choice would have been the Street Profits. So I'd say good for the Street Profits winning. And of course, there was 2 hosts actually. It wasn't just The Miz, it was also Snoop Dogg. And actually, during the kickoff, you see Gabriel Iglesias there too. But next, I believe we had Logan Paul versus Seth frickin' Rollins. And I do believe I recall, I think I might have said Logan Paul was going to win. Or maybe not. It's been a while since I checked to see how my outcome is. Either way, the matches were going good, straight up back and forth. Logan Paul just being a show off. And there was actually a little guest appearance at WrestleMania when he had a mascot for his branded energy drinks Prime, which my brother drinks. The mascot was actually his fellow YouTube buddy, KSI. Yeah, that's right, guys. KSI actually made an appearance at WrestleMania. Quite a shocker. But yeah, Logan Paul and KSI are actually trying to slam about this splash Rollins through the table. Rollins pulls a fast one and pulls KSI on the table, and Logan Paul actually squashes KSI through the table. Then Logan Paul could have won with a knockout punch, but with Rollins stomping on his hand, nearly breaking his hand, probably wasn't as bad. Anyways, Rollins hits Paul with, I think, with probably the hardest, I kid you not, the hardest super kick, because the fact is he was going for a airborne move, and he literally landed into a super kick and probably busted his nose. Then gets hit with a stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins wins. And then I believe the next matchup would be, the next matchup I believe would be the Mysterios. Dominic versus Ray. I mean, Dominic coming in like he was a criminal coming out of the correctional ward van, but then Ray coming out in a lowrider with Snoop Dogg, and then before he gets on the stage, he comes out with Eddie Guerrero's theme and switches to his, and it's straight emotional moment to see father and son, but they literally blew the roof off that place. I give it hands down to Ray and his son, but in the end, I think I was saying hoping Ray to win, and yet he did. But when Judgment Day came out, I was going to think Dominic was going to win, but luckily with the help of the LWO or Legado del Fantasma to come in to get involved with keeping the Judgment Day at bay, it helped Ray to get the win. Especially when Dominic was acting like an asshole in front of his own sister and mother. His mom slapped the taste out of his mouth, which I say he deserved it. You deserved it. I mean, I get it. Yeah, it's all fake. He never really acts like that. But the way his character is, I think he really did deserve to get slapped harder than that. But in the end, 619, and Ray wins by pinfall. And I think the next one would be Damage Control versus Lita, Trish, and Becky. I mean, it was good to see Trish, Lita, and Becky come out. It was a great matchup, and it was straight up back and forth. You don't know who was going to win. Lita performing a Lita Salt after Trish is giving the calf kick, and then I believe Becky gives Bailey it's kind of like I forgot what it's called, the man slam or something, off the second rope, taking her down 1, 2, 3, and yet the winners being Becky, Lita, and Trish. Then I believe the next one would be the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. A rematch 3 years in the making. And it's been a good back and forth. Rhea giving Charlotte the run for her money. Charlotte taking out Rhea's leg like she did before, thinking about putting her in the fatal figure 8. But yet it seems like Rhea was a lot different than she did 3 years ago. And yeah, Rhea gives Charlotte the riptide from the top rope. Seems now when you go to do a move on the top rope, it puts him down for good. 1, 2, 3, and Rhea Ripley becomes the new SmackDown Women's Champion. And I did believe I said I think Rhea Ripley was going to win this one, so next, I believe, which I was surprised this should have been the main event, but no. Then they had a surprise secret matchup with Pat McAfee taking on the host himself, The Miz. It was only about like a minute or two. Miz tried to decline because he said as a host he cannot make matches. Luckily, Snoop Dogg made it official, and Miz got his ass kicked. Rightfully so. But I gotta say, it was a good WrestleMania. But it's time for, I forgot the main event now. For the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This was definitely good as the main event. I mean, you could never know who was going to win. And I was favoring Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn because I'm sick and tired of this bloodline BS. They've held the titles longer than anyone. I mean, for God's sakes, you held the record. It's time to let it go with the belts. I mean, some people love the bloodline. To me, I got over that after the first year. So, yeah, there is. So yeah, it was a good back and forth, but super kicks galore. My God, there was more super kicks in this matchup than every single match Shawn Michaels been in at WrestleMania. There's been that many super kicks. There was cannonballs. There was one D pulled off on Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn got the I gotta tell you, he got the dog piss beat out of him. Got hit with super kick after super kick, the Uso splash, and even his own move got hit on him with and as well 1D, and yet he kicked out of the 1D. The first time anyone's been kicked out of the 1D. Then Owens getting splashed through the table. These guys been through hell with the Usos, and yet they've been giving them hell back. And many times I thought Usos was gonna lose when they do pinfalls and they kick out of nowhere. It's quite shocking. But either way, in the end, Sammy gives Jay a Luma kick after a Luma kick, and then before Jimmy could come in to save him, he gets hit with a stunner, gets him knocked out, and then Sammy's like for one more, gives him a third Luma kick, and then covers him 1, 2, 3, and now the bloodline is falling apart. Because now Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are the new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, and a proper way to end night 1 of WrestleMania with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens as new Tag Team Champions. And can't wait till tomorrow night to see Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns, and finally the bloodline is done. But that is it for me, guys. As well, I thought, why not I leave this right here to show you guys the big reveal of the next belt for the Choose a Belt contest. Right now the winner's right here, but I cannot reveal what it is until the end of night 2. So stick around tomorrow night, guys, when I reveal the winner of the Choose a Belt contest. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for those that watched WrestleMania, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And yeah, so don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to share, and as well, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I mean, if I get to 400, it would be the best thing for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. And as well, follow me on my social media, like at DMTombstone96 on Twitter, and of course DME96 on Instagram. I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for WrestleMania Night 2.